potions. That is what I do best. Now go!
I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up? Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay.
Not good!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil.
Whoa. Ready to fly!
Here's a healing art.
Hit a word!
Here, freeze! I'll heal you all!
Demon Fang!
Lightning condemned!
Demon Fang!
Healing Thunder Blade! Lightning condemned! It's over! I'm all sleep now! More annihilation! Mega Ray! Feel! I'll be saving this way! Magic condemned! Divine Savior! First aid! None shall escape! Lightning condemned! Lightning condemned! In here! More for the stockpile! Healing Oracle! This one's mine! Divine Strength! Now for us! Thunder Blast!
You picked the wrong fight!
Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Can't get out of this!
Will this help? Divine Strength! Now for something!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from
Destruction!
this.
Thanks! Demon Fang!
No paper!
You're mine!
Raging Cascade! Take sleep now! More for the stockpile! Cover the
Ignite! Here I come!
Here's a healing art!
Anything in armor is all
sorry!
First strike! Take this!
Glimmer Dragon!
Blow away!
Eagle of Soul! What's this?
Devastation!
Watch it!
I still have
Rising
the fire
Phoenix!
in me! More with that here from Celestial! This one's mine! I'm
Double
prison!
Demon Fang!
You require a
I'll heal you all!
Destruction!
Raging Cascade!
I really owe you.
Sleep now! I'll be saving
Ready to go! I can carve through one!
Tidal Wave!
I'll tear you
Eat
apart!
dirt!
I'll heal you all! Vanquish darkness! Healing Soul!
In a bind, I really
Demon
owe
Fang!
you one.
Demon Fang!
Swallow dance!
Vanquish darkness!
I'll finish you here and now!
The close one! Radiant Spear!
This one's
let me
all
help.
mine!
First aid! Hey, that... Raging Cascade! Radiant, I'm ready! Sleep now! Hear my call!
Eat dirt!
Glacial waters of clear evil on magic! Where are you going?
Double Demon Fang! Destruction!
Giant instant! I'm all stocked up! Mega Ray!
Tear you apart!
Vanquish darkness! Glacial Spear! Pierce evil!
I can carve through one!
Divine strength!
Rolling snap!
Will this help? Purge malevolence!
Tear!
Lightning condemned! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
Terrain Alpha!
Annihilation!
Not today!
Swallow dance!
Here, divine strength! You must handle in the sky is mine!
No escape!
Watch it! I'm on it!
Raging Cascade! Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
Swallow dance! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this!
Rising Wyvern! I'm not done!
Swallow dance!
In here!
Dragon
I'll
Sword!
be saving this one! Here, let me
Not
help!
today!
First aid!
That's fine. I'll finish you here and
None
now!
shall lightning
Double
condemned!
Demon
Hurricane!
Demon Fang!
Lightning
Anything more
condemned!
red?
Annihilation! Sleep now! Mega Ray! More for the stockpile! Blah 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 magic! In here!
Armor won't save you!
More for the stockpile! No!
Do it!
Flame! Frozen!
Hammer!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Scion Instant!
Something's different from before.
It's about to come at us. Look sharp!
Blast the shock!
Far enough! Lightning!
You're on! Dragon
Thunder
Force!
Blade! I can do this all day!
Total devastation!
Arc Field!
Ignite!
Lightning Condemned! In here!
No further!
More for the stockpile!
Azure Storm!
Divine! I can do this all day! I never miss! Lightning Condemned! Scion Instant! Field! More for the stockpile! Just what the doctor ordered!
Oh, you are gonna pay for that!
You're mine! Rising
I'll
Wyvern!
heal you all! Illume Magic is in! In here!
Leave the chargers to me.
Dig with darkness! Close one! Searing flame! Reload! Another magic is
Dirt.
in! Watch and Divine Arc Field! Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Demon Fang!
Far enough.
Lightning Condemned! Close one!
devastation.
Gotcha!
Primed and ready.
Lightning Condemned! It's sealed!
Swallow Blade!
Sleep now! More for the
Total
stockpile!
Demon Fang! Burn!
I never miss! Blah blah blah! Sealed! Reload! More for the stockpile! I'm only getting
Overload,
started!
save me!
Mega Ray!
No further!
Annihilation! Mega Ray! Annihilation!
Eternal devastation!
Lightning Condemned!
Will
this help? Sleep now! Healing in here! I'll be saving this one! Radiant here! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Raging Cascade! Resuscitation! In here!
I'm ready.
That tail's a problem. Then let's focus there first.
Ton! Water, hear my call! Red! Primed and ready! Lightning Condemned! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one! Sleep now!
You picked the wrong
More
spot!
for the stockpile! Mega Ray! This one's mine!
Rising Wyvern!
It's weakened! Lightning Condemned!
This ends
In
now!
here!
Smash you!
Magic
And there goes the tail.
Right, let's do this!
Can't get out of this!
sealed! More for the stockpile! Sleep now! Divine save him! Not in your dreams! I'm only getting
Rising
slipping!
Wyvern was all mine! You picked the wrong fight!
Raging Cascade! Annihilation! Raging Cascade!
Nothing gets by me.
More for the stockpile!
Far enough.
Tidal wave!
Can't end here!
Lightning Condemned! In here! More! Stockpile! Purge Malevolence! Arcane Waterfall! Freeze Lancer! I can do this all day! This one's mine! Thunder Blade! Lightning Condemned! Sleep now! Going in! Lightning! Vanquish Darkness!
Shattering the pieces! Attack time!
Annihilation! Divine
Take
Strength!
this!
Now for something special! Here goes! Lightning Condemned! Sleep now! I'll heal you all! Tiger Blade! Vanquish Darkness! Healing Circle! Deathly Spin! Divine! We're doing to handle! Here! Time to try! Lightning Condemned! Here's a healing art! Feel! First aid! I'll be saving this one! In here! Here's the evil! Divine Savior! Here's a with the
Clear for us a path!
Thunder Blade! You get the gist! Thunder Blade! Lightning contaling circle!
Resonate with
In
the
here!
Stalagmite.
More for the dot pile! Holy lance!
Do it!
Law!
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away.
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Dahnans into a frenzy, and She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the dark...
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them...
So everything that led up to this moment was all...
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself
We have to go after Balsef and Ganabel were horrible, and Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this once and...
Yeah, what she's...
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at...
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shionne. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right that much. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon.
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there. A floating fortress that she called. No one quite knew why she wanted.
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. What's that woman going to do next?
nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that all made.
It's patently clear she had...
We need to take her out.
Yeah! There's no...
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living and hiding. Until I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who... I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and technique. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you...
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
That was...
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Dahnans. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole... We damn near got blown away.
Damn!
You guys trying to go out...
Are you saying you know?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you...
Whoa there! You been out on the... You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she...
We're losing time.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mail. This is like a dream come true. Never would have thought I'd get a chance.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags.
Do you know if there are any Dahnans?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably... On the other hand, I'd be real surprised. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then...
No, Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him, too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us, too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her, but it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cyslodius Dahnans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Saar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shionne. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But...
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, Well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Xion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Xion's... She can be a tough nut to crack.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea.
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cyslodia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death. And Nias, its ruin. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that...
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good.
You first.
Well, it's just... It's insane. For all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it...
Yeah. I think that would be good too.
You sure have...
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, but I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet... they didn't come from just the Dahna, and the good things too. They didn't come from... Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Xion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dahna. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask. It's a little ironic.
A little. Well, it won't be long now. Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right? Then you can... Xion?
Sorry, it's nothing. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
look so good.
The floor. It keeps moving.
I'm not the best person to...
I still can't believe... As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation...
You mean
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. But then I met Shion and the people of Menin. It's even messier now that we have to work.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting us... You may be able to free the Danan people. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually... I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before...
But that world isn't.
Maybe not.
You have your promise to Miguel.
I know. And then...
Who, me?
You and she... Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacular...
I don't know that I'd say
Well, I suppose...
I really...
I think I'm getting...
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times.
Right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think that...
It's safe to assume they know everything. Though I know not why they choose. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the...
Even what Has it really reached the point where her actions...
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the Crown... And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from.
So then why would
We must remember that time is running out. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster, and in larger quantities than through slave... No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena real?
Of course. In that respect, at least. I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resort...
It's reassuring to hear you feel this.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have...
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as
If that's so, would you have been so shaken? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for...
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Saar hit you?
What Deadheim did to that city? He didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his...
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay...
Not good enough.
Are you... Forgive me. I will continue...
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find...
Thanks.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different, though. I'm not sure just how to put it. I bet my old man would have been blown away.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But sometimes I wonder if it could have turned... But no matter how much I play it... And then there's everything. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea. But was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for... I feel like such...
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like, I think, how would Zephyr have handled...
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahlar.
Look who's up!
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off.
What'll you do if they catch...
Not much I can do. Ship that...
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Shionne, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's...
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag Saar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case...
We don't know that she was only...
You think it's possible that they...
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past...
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time. That mask of yours. It would...
Yeah, thanks for the...
Balsef's brute strength was in a league all its own. Yet half the mask...
Shion said the same thing.
You recalled your name.
Yeah, that's right. Although then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid...
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Dispose of the trash.
Bring him down! I'm on running slap!
I'm the true gunslinger around here.
Engaging! I'm on it! Dragon Roar!
Radiant flood here! Fire support!
Too fast!
Stand tight. I'll trip it up.
Flew away!
That's
Ready to go!
Can't get out of bed!
Raging storm! Here's evil!
Support! Mission!
If it's in the sky, it's
Radiant
mine!
Blast!
Eat this!
Win! You're mine!
Raging cascade!
First strike!
Come on,
Leap now!
I'll be saving this one!
Do it! Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
We can really make weapons with this?
Little help!
I see what I can do! My shield, you're mine! It's over! I'll punch that gun out of your hand! For my lord! Dragon Roar! Dragon Roar! Fire support! Rising Phoenix! Here I come!
Here's a healing arc!
Flew away! Freaking does it! Severing wind! You're mine! You're finished! Yeah! Here I come!
Healing circle!
You're mine!
Here's the
Freaking does it!
Raging reflex!
Rising Phoenix! We're not finished!
The enemy wields arcs too.
You'll soon see about that!
Here I come!
Don't get complacent.
Got it!
An opponent like this should be easy.
None shall escape
Take
my
this! You're mine!
Shining
You're finished!
supernova! Dance in the wind!
Storm!
Feel it! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! Eat
A
this!
whirling stubble! You're mine!
Chocolate! Watch this! Just you're mine!
Cyan in back into the
Leave the
fray!
ensnaring to me.
Yeah! That's totally to me!
Take this!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Don't get careless.
That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Of the trash.
Dance in the wind! Now for something special!
Now you see
You think
what I
that
can do?
shield will save you?
Sweet power! More for the stockpile!
Here, let me help.
We're not finished!
Freeze Lancer!
Not today!
Dance in the wind!
Take it! You're finished!
Photon Flash!
Glacial Spear.
Shotgun flash!
Freeze Lancer! Light Ball!
Here, let me help.
Shotgun flash! You're mine!
Glacial Spear.
Here,
Rain flash!
Back into the fire!
Fire support!
Laser flash! Sharp!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Hi, Hoodle!
Armor won't save you!
Strong!
Split it open!
Be like it!
Swallow dare!
No
No shield can stand up to these things!
We're not finished!
Hear my call! Blood! Raging
Yeah.
Spear! Pierce evil!
Shotgun flash!
Freeze Lancer!
Eagle
Now!
Hurricane thrust!
Lightning condemn!
Here I come! Dragon storm!
Really owe you. Now I'm
Blow away!
More for the style!
You're
And again!
You're finished!
shattering the
The
pieces!
waters of sea! Magic
going.
is... Bam!
First strike! Yeah!
Tidal wave!
I'm not done!
Radiant here!
Blow away!
Do it! Law! Demons descend!
Flashing bang!
No scratches on my shield or my armor.
That enemy looks... Don't get careless!
You're mine!
Don't tell me!
No, you
Blade and fist!
You've got spirit! I'm out of ammo! That's saving this way!
Here I come! Throw away!
Steel Force! More Steel Force! Here goes! Will this help? One last one!
Take this!
Healing
Finish!
Thunderblade!
Throw away!
Searing Flame! Thunder Field! Raging Cascade! Here! I'm
These
out!
fists have got your name on them!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Wind!
I'm invading this way!
Devastation!
Here goes! That's my cue!
Shut him down!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I don't hear you all! Lightning possessed! Thunderblade!
You're mine!
I'm on a roll now!
Dragon Force!
Chinese Supernova! Reload!
Swallow dance!
I've been doing... really great lately.
No backing down!
Not my watch!
Here I come! It's over!
Chinese Supernova! More of the artists to take my revenge on you! Please, Mom.
You're my...
More for the stockpile! Searing Flame!
In the groove!
Dreams! I never miss!
You're mine!
Wind Astral Energy! I'm ready for the next battle! Dispose of the trash.
The rebels!
Healing circle!
I owe you one! You're finished! Dragon Force! Got you now!
Healing circle!
That's
Divine
You're
Freeze!
mine!
Freezing storm!
Wind!
Ice tornado!
See what happened there as you crossed me. Shouldn't have done
Lightning
that.
Falcon! You're mine! You're finished!
Eagle of freezing storm!
Here and now.
Raging storm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dragon
You're mine! It's over!
Now I'm in the groove!
Take this!
Thunder Field! Raging cascade! Glacial in here! Pierce evil! I'll be saving
Take this!
May 1,000 gales carry us all on way!
Devastation!
Now for something special!
I'm not done!
I I never miss!
Do as I say!
Can't be that
Dragon Form!
Annihilation!
Dragon Shell! You're finished!
Malevolence! Arctic waterfall!
You picked the wrong guy! You won't make a fool of me! I'm not done!
Freezing storm!
Dragon Form!
Ice tornado!
Raining Slash!
Dance in the
On
wind!
your knees! No further!
I'll finish you here and now!
All good things come to an end!
I'll teach you right! Dragon Form!
Eagle assault! Raging storm!
Armor won't save you!
You're mine! It's over! Slash the shock! It's on! You're in the group! Devastator Dragon! You're mine! Slash the shock! Do as I say!
I'm out of here! Sleep
Eagle
now!
Dawn! I'm
It's
just
over!
getting started!
More where that came from!
I'm not done!
Get toasty!
Bird strike!
That took more energy than I expected.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Right, here goes!
May a thousand gales carry you to
Dragon
death!
Form!
Eat this!
Nails!
Burn it out!
Now we're not reload! Mega Ray!
What's this?
Here goes!
Got flyers!
I've got it! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Dragon Form!
Fred!
Severing
Glacier
Wind!
Spear! That's my cue!
Light Spear! Shut him down!
Sweet dreams! Thunder Field!
Here I come!
Raging
Smash
Destiny!
you!
Healing Field!
You're mine!
I can only
You're
rely
finished!
on myself.
Back into the fray! Mega Ray! Spirit Blade! Reload! Do it!
You're mine!
Astral Energy! Full throttle! Into the
Here I
center!
come!
Steel Force!
I'm pretty worn out.
Want to rest up for a bit?
An opponent like this should be easy. You got spirit!
Healing
Strike!
Spirit
I owe you one.
Reload!
Raining Slash! I won't show you any mercy!
Dance in the wind!
In the group!
Breaking Falcon!
This one's mine!
Dragon Form!
I'll be saving this one!
Burn it out!
Now! Stolen! This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
Dragon Shell!
It's over!
Raging
Dragon
Cascade!
Form!
Sleep now! Ray! I'll be saving this one!
Now,
Light Astral Energy! More of that
Take this!
Dance in the wind!
This one's all mine!
Light Astral Energy!
Take it! Slash the shot!
Steel Force! I'm out of ammo!
Carve through one!
You're mine! Devastation!
I'm on it! Whirlwind
Rising
Smash!
Phoenix! You're finished!
I really owe
Dragon
you one.
Form! Blow away! Slash the shot!
Hey, that...
You see what happened there is you crossed me.
You're
Shouldn't have done
mine!
that.
You're finished! It's on!
You're done!
None shall break my
Take this!
judgment!
Alan Storm!
crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Dark wind!
I'll heal you all! Hey there!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Here's a
Got it.
healing arc!
I'll leave it
show
to you.
just how strong my arcs really are!
Over?
I'll go! Back from dead to this! Raging
Fine not
Cascade!
too long ago.
Raging Cascade!
That's much better.
Rising light!
Raging Cascade!
I'm on it!
Blah blah blah, magic!
The enemy needs art too.
We'll soon see about that!
You picked the wrong fight!
Blah blah blah, magic!
Anything
Here's a
in
healing
armor is
arc!
all
Seal!
Thanks! Demon Fang!
Here
Smash you!
Double Demon Fang!
Here's a healing arc!
All good things come to an
Take
end.
care of...
Damn it! Only I'd been more careful.
Sleep now! Cyclone! I never miss! Arch Seal!
Demon Fang!
Not in your dreams! Blah blah blah! Glacial Spear! Sleep now! More for the stockpile!
You picked the wrong fight!
Do it! Kitara frozen!
Hammer!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
That equipment should come in handy. That enemy looks strong. Like
Looks like trouble with a capital T!
Together, we got this!
Take this!
Shining Supernova! Dance in the wind!
It's over!
Sleep now! Freeze Lancer! I'll be saving this
Blow
one!
away!
Water, hear my call! More with that! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Dragon
Freeze
Form!
Lancer! Ready to go! Lightning Orb! Raging Cascade! Freezing Storm! More for the Tornado!
It's over!
Lightning Orb! More with that!
Far
enough! I'll tear you apart!
Take this!
Waterfall! Take it! Freeze Lancer! Get jammed in the wind! Evil here!
Do it! Take the bill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Now!
This one's
Take
mine!
this! It's done!
Annihilation!
Not today!
Thunder Field! Radiant
Dragon Form!
Xion! Astral Energy! Full throttle! With this, I can become even stronger!
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed. I believe it's safe to assume these were used in her experiments.
They certainly look as twisted as her.
Even here. This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Go no further!
You're mine! Got you now!
I can carve through armor!
Dragon Form!
Can't be applied! More
I'm going in!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for you! Magic is full! In here!
Dragon
Healing
Form!
circle!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'll heal you all! Lightning condensed!
This one's all mine! You're mine! I'm on it! Rising Falcon!
Water, hear
Take
my
this!
call! Leave the chargers to me!
Daddy, Supernova!
Laser Spear! Here's
Shockwave Flash!
Freeze Lancer!
Talon Hurricane!
Shockwave Flash!
Glimmer
Dragon Storm! Corkback! It's over!
Annihilation!
Shockwave Flash!
Windfield!
You picked the wrong fight!
In here!
Blast the stuff!
I'll be saving
I'll finish you here and now!
Wind Diesel Energy! Where that came from?
You're on! Try this!
Take this!
Where are you going? Thunder Field!
You're finished!
Perfect Knuckles! Now you see what I can do! Into the
Trigger
room!
Swarm! You're mine!
Dark Wind!
Finish! Rising Phoenix!
Water! In here!
Eagle
Lift
Eye!
off!
Here's Evil!
Take this!
Freeze Lancer!
Eat this! You won't make a fool of me!
Magic is there!
Lunar Roller!
Freeze Lancer! Now! Death Blow!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I've used a bit too much healing.
That's one of your friends, Hoodle?
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows?
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria.
You mean she?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that...
A starship? As in one of...
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships. Almadria may be resourceful.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies?
Don't worry about that for now.
What could this be?
Go no further!
Dragon Swarm! I see one, eh?
Here we go! First aid!
You're on! Take down their defenses! Take this! It's over!
Fire support!
It's almost too strong.
Be my guest! It's over! Devastation! Rising Phoenix!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing arc!
Carve through armor!
My shield!
Light X raging tornado ray!
You're finished!
Do it!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
They really don't give up, do they?
You've got spirit!
There you are! Divine Freeze!
Burn!
Damn it! Can't get out of this!
Do it! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Take it!
Now!
Mega Ray!
Dragon Force!
Heal Force!
I'll tear you apart!
Enough! Annihilate!
I'm on a roll now!
Do it! Matilda!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Searing Flame! Reload!
Damn it!
Eat this!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
You're finished! Not today!
Hurricane!
Dragon
Force!
Energy!
I'll finish you here and now!
Now! Frozen!
Hammer!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Oh my lord!
I can carve through
My
armor!
shield!
Mega Ray! Annihilation!
This one's all mine!
Super Swallow! I never miss!
We're not finished!
Now!
Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more! Dragon
Into the
Force!
shadows!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And a bubble is to me!
You're
None
finished!
shall escape my
Dragon Force!
Lightning Orb!
Shockwave
Now!
Strike!
Not on my watch!
Severing
Ready to
Dragon!
go! Cyan Instant!
Here I come!
It
Blue
was nice while it
Rondo!
lasted.
Rising!
Nicely done.
Get lost!
Dragon Form! Here I come! It's over!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Laser!
No escape!
Mega Ray! Astral Energy!
You picked the wrong fight!
Downfall!
Strike!
Malevolent! Here's the
Now
healing
you see
arm!
what I can... Now I'm in the groove!
First aid! Cyan Instant! This one's mine!
You're
Now!
mine! It's out!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
No further!
Tempest Swirl!
You're mine!
Flame!
I'll tear you apart!
Searing Flame!
Do it! Watch this!
Shockwave Strike!
Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Out of our way!
Dragon Swarm! The rebels! Stop them! Dragon Swarm!
Where are you going?
Here I come! It's on!
Dance!
Severing Wind!
Finish you here and
You're
now!
mine! It's over!
Searing
Rising
Flame!
Phoenix!
I'll be fighting this
Here I come! You're finished! Take
Searing
this!
Flame!
You're finished!
Arcade Waterfall! Talon
Ready to
Storm!
It's time!
Take
this!
Take this!
My deal? I'm not done! Dragon Swarm!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dragon Swarm!
Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Radiant Spear!
Strike!
We
Here I come! It's over!
Eagle Fly!
Tempest Swirl!
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Searing
Dragon
Flame!
Swarm!
Reload! Chinese
Alright,
Supernova!
done!
Raging Wind!
Now
Not
I'm in the
my watch!
groove.
I'm all stopped up!
Mirage!
Annihilate! It's in the sky!
Dragon
Tempest
Fire!
Swirl!
Infernal Torrent!
Celestial!
Escape!
I'll tear you apart!
Here I come! Any more of this and I'll burn out!
Dance in the wind!
Dragon Swarm!
Air Throttle! Here I come!
Thank you.
You're mine!
Freeze Lantern! Dance in the wind! In here!
It's over!
This one's mine!
Eat this!
Dragon Swarm!
I'll tear you apart!
I'm not done!
I'll smash you!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Shockwave Strike!
Eagle Fly!
Do it! Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Ignite! Now I'm in the groove!
Hear my call!
It's over!
You pay for what you did!
Here I come!
Here's evil!
It's over!
Tempest Portal!
Damn it,
Freeze
Megan!
Lancer! Here's the healing arc!
What's that? You're
Here
on!
goes!
It's over! An astral
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Not in your dreams!
What is Dragon Force?
Eagle Assault!
Let's go!
Eagle Blade!
Do it! Rising Spirit!
Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Well then, let's keep moving.
Get lost!
Dragon Force! Hurricane! You're finished! Witness care!
Annihilation!
Watch this!
Divine!
Rolling snap! Luna Rondo!
Do it! Kisara frozen!
Hammer! Looks like we won.
I won't forgive you!
You're my try harder!
Bring him!
Dragon Force! Severing wing! Here I come! You're finished!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Eat this!
Freeze Lancer!
Here I come! It's over! Support!
Now!
Support! Watch
This
this!
one's mine!
Dragon Swarm! Astral wing! You're... Rising Storm! It's over!
Back into the fray!
Here I come! Severing this one's all mine! Rising Phoenix! I'm just getting started! It's over!
Do it!
You're
Lock!
finished!
Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
I'm ready for the next battle!
This'll make us even more formidable.
Let's dispose of the trash!
Got you now!
Freeze Lancer! Supernova!
It can hide itself? From me? I'm not done!
More for the stockpile!
Blow away! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Sion! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
Dragon Force! I can carve through! I'll finish you here and now!
Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
Slap the shot!
Freeze Lancer!
In a bind? Denied! No escape! Burn! Eat this! Dragon Force!
Dynamic Supernova! Hard Burn! Arcane Water Kill Evil! Weak now! This one's mine!
You're mine!
I lost myself in the heat of the moment.
Come quietly!
All good things come to an end.
Blow away! Burn in hell! Take this!
I'll teach you
Rolling hurricane!
Let me help.
Do it!
Neon, astral energy, full throttle!
Lost my focus!
You're mine!
Glimmer! I can carve through armor!
Healing circle!
All
Wind,
you hear it now!
You're mine! It's over!
Now I'm real mad!
Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix! Take this!
I'm out of ammo!
You're finished!
Far enough!
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Dragon Swarm! Here I come!
Freezing storm! Where are you going? Here
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane!
Severing Wind! Not today!
Now I'm in trouble!
You're mine! It's over!
Confiscated!
Dragon Swarm!
Thunder field!
Wind!
Water, hear my
You're
call!
mine!
Spread! Glacial spear!
This...
Here's a heal!
Ding us!
That's what my shield's for.
There's not enough time to heal everyone!
I'll leave it to you!
Play dead?
Shut up and be more defensive!
I'll finish you
this.
here and now!
Take with dark!
It's over.
I'm all stuffed up!
Should have messed with me! Take this!
Mega Ray! Revive Strength!
Here I come!
I'll heal you!
It's over.
Cascade!
I can handle it! It was nice while it lasted!
Rising Phoenix!
In here!
I can only rely on my...
Lightning! Down! Primed and ready! Lightning orb! Healing circle! More of that hero!
Armor won't save you!
Dragon Swarm!
Sleep now!
Swallow Blade! Dark!
Watch it!
Shockwave Flash! Blew away!
The water's unbeatable! Mash it!
You picked the wrong fight! Here I come! You're finished!
Healing circle!
I owe you one! Radiant Flash!
Raging cascade!
I owe you one!
Let me help! First aid!
I may have bit off more than I could chew.
Take this!
Throbs in pain.
Gale Force!
Swallow Blade! Can't get out of this!
Glacial spear!
Swallow
Here's
Dance!
Friend!
Blow away!
Not in your dreams!
Wind! Do it! Trigger!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I need longer.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a...
I doubt it. The cannot...
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings... The way this key's been placed, it It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong, sweetie? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be? Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle? Astral energy! Full throttle! Dragon show! This is the win! It's over!
Its armor's too strong!
It'll split it open! Be my guest! Dragon
What's this? Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. An opponent like this should be easy.
Now you'll learn!
Prepare to be seen!
You're finished!
Now I'm in the groove!
Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Here I come!
I'm just
Can't
getting
get out of
started!
this!
Now! Dohalim! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
I'm out!
The enemy wields arms too.
You'll soon see about that!
Dragon Swarm!
I never miss!
Take it! It's over!
Blow away!
Stardust! Here I come! You're finished! Rising Falcon! You're mine! This one's all mine!
You've been snaring to me.
Yeah!
And you're covering to me!
None shall escape my judgment! Can't be swirled!
The earth throbs in pain.
Now!
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder...
Little help!
For my lord!
Burn in hell!
Lightning orb!
Come on, roll!
Arctic waterfall!
And more of this and I'll burn out! My shield!
Raging
Rely
cascade!
on myself.
That's it!
Win!
I'll be saving this
We're not finished!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Take this!
Too fast!
Stand back! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Looks like we spotted one of Poodle's friends.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Eat this!
It's on! Take this! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! Lunar Rondo! Rising Phoenix!
Light Astral Energy! Do it! Astral Energy! Full throttle!
My concentration is dwindling. Perhaps I'm tired.
Get lost!
You got spirit!
Armor won't save you!
My shield?
What?
Where are you going?
Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Out of the way! Dragon
Will
Swarm!
this help?
What's this?
Rage!
We're not finished!
Healing circle!
Roll away! And down! Astro... Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
None shall escape my judgment!
I'm not done!
Not on my watch!
Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! Here I come! Eat dirt! Lunarungo! Mighty Phoenix!
Now! Astral energy!
Say no more! I can feel my power growing!
Hi, Hoodle!
Shattering
Bring him down!
I'll smash you!
None shall escape my
Here I come!
judgment!
Fire on the sword! Take this! Dragon down! It's over!
Let them mark
Rising Phoenix!
This one's mine!
It's over! This one's mine! Severing Wind!
Do it!
You're mine!
Eon! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Here I go! I'll run you through! Fire it all! Devastation! Fire it! Take this!
Do it!
Thanks.
Well then, let's keep moving. this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
What could this be? We've reached our destination.
Done. This is short.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
We've reached our destination. Stay sharp. We're going in.
Right, here goes! Bring him down! Hold that! Finish it! You're mine! It's over! Take this! Burn it out!
What's this?
Here's the force! Dragon Swarm!
Just generate!
Do it!
Get toasty!
Burn strike!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
Here I come!
Eagle Ride!
Lunarondo! Rising Phoenix! Abort! Mission! Dragon Swarm!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
My shield! You're mine! Hold that! Long down!
What's
Dragon
this?
Swarm!
Eagle
Southern Wind! Lunarondo! Rising Phoenix!
Dance in the wind!
Take this! It's over!
Hurricane!
You're mine!
What's
Dragon
this?
Swarm!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here's a healing arc!
Lock and loaded! I owe you one!
Fire
support! Southern Wind!
Ice tornado!
Try harder! My turn!
Well then, let's keep moving.
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action!
I'll heal you all!
I'm just I can carve through one!
My deal?
None shall escape my judgment! More resistance! Do it! Lock! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
pretty lucky. No choice. Now you'll learn. You're mine!
This one's mine!
Fire support!
Now! That's my cue! Frozen!
Hammer!
Water! Tear gas! Sleep now! I'll be saving this one!
You're mine!
I'm saving this one!
Dragon Force!
Radiant Force! More with that hit! I'm doing it! Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Radiant Pierce!
It's almost too strong! Be my guest!
Light Astral Pierce!
What's this? We're not finished!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
We managed to pull through.
Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. In here, those flying creatures are a real pain in the butt.
Ignite!
Go for the weak point. Sleep now.
Shouldn't have messed with me.
More for the top pile. This one's mine. The waters of creation. Magic is in. Tidal wave.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Shattering the pieces!
Raging cascade!
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that. Too much to handle? Raging cascade!
Now, while it's reeling!
In here. Take it down!
Try this!
More for the stockpile!
Explosive ring! Burn in hell!
Eat this! Talon hurricane!
Raging cascade!
Take this!
In here! Magic is in! Seal! More for the stockpile! Cover the caster! Eagle Fly! Where are you going?
Double Demon Fang! Demon Fang!
Raging cascade! Sleep now! Halo! Here goes! Downfall! Magic is in! Freezing storm! Sleep now! Tornado! Tidal wave!
I know you want to blow away! Demon Fang!
Freezing
Double
storm!
Demon Fang!
Raging cascade!
Rising Water!
Raging cascade!
Mirage!
Sleep now! Tidal wave!
Rising Water!
Freeze blaster! Raging cascade! Let me help! Spray!
That's
Raging cascade!
lost my
Both in the sky is mine! Magic is in! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! Alpin, Astral Energy!
Say no more!
A hard-won victory.
Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
If Almadria's not in her own room, just...
It's possible she may be on the bridge, but I would guess that she...
Which means she's most likely
Be careful, guys. I came from an I hate to say it.
We already know she specializes in controlling wind astral energy.
Right. To that woman, life itself is just a toy for her to... One last place to look. Straight ahead.
Almadria.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Dahnan Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Miez. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
I'm not feeling so great.
Where are you going? Raging Star! More where that came from!
You're mine!
My astral energy!
Dragon Shell!
Here
I come! Come on,
it's over! I'm all stuck up!
Hurricane Thrust!
Annihilation! Divine
Devastation!
Cyan wasn't weak!
You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation!
Watch this!
Rising
See what I can do!
Laser Spear! Pierce evil! Healing circle!
I really
Thousand gales!
Watch this!
Arch shield! Got it!
This should do it!
Tunnel! Cyan instant astral energy! Here, let me help!
Take this!
It's over! Radiant Storm! Here! Celestial Air! Searing Tempest! Against my will! My astral energy! Flare Tornado! Permanent Render!
Ignite!
A new Serpent! Arrow Fly!
No escape!
Dance in the Mega Ray! In here! Annihilation! Mega Ray! I'm all stuffed up! Mega Ray! Lightning Orb!
These fists have got your name on them!
I owe you one.
Blazing Storm!
I'll finish you here now!
Ready to go! I never miss!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Know your place! I'm on it! That's the spot!
Thunder Wheel!
Hurricane Thrust!
Water
Hurricane Thrust!
Raging Storm!
That's the spot!
Mega Ray! Celestial Wonder!
Take this!
Lightning again! Mega
Take
Ray!
this! It's over! Tear!
I'm on a roll now!
Infernal Thrust!
I'm on it! Lightning Orb!
It's on! Hurricane Thrust!
With darkness!
I'm on it!
Alex Sword!
Here I come! You picked the wrong fight! Hurricane Thrust!
Tear you to shreds! Gusty Nail!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready! Vanquish darkness!
You paid for that! No!
Thousand Gales!
Can't
tear you
end
to
here!
shreds. Gusty Nail! Raging Cascade! Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. Magic is in! Tidal Wave! Crumble! I'm ready!
Hurricane Thrust!
I never miss!
You're mine!
Healing Permanent Render!
I owe you one!
Arrow Squall! Mega Ray!
Hurricane Thrust!
Mega Ray!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Will this
It's on!
Watch
this! Eat dirt!
Healing Circle!
Take it! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
What foolishness! Anything...
Stay away from my friend! You're finished!
Freeze Lancer! Terminating Render!
That's much better.
Arrow Storm! Talon Hurricane! Terminating Render! Radiant Pierce! I never miss!
Hurricane Thrust! Hurricane Thrust! Hurricane Thrust!
Can't get out of sight! I'm just getting started! That freaking dunk it!
I'll be saving this one!
Hurricane Thrust! You're finished!
Now without here!
Swallow Blade! Try now! Inferno Turret!
Ready to go! Freeze Lancer! Now for the
Hurricane Thrust! Burn!
Dragon Shell!
Hurricane Thrust!
Altered things come true! Far enough!
Not in your dreams!
Talon Hurricane!
Here I come! You're finished!
Death for me!
Rising
More with that aegis in the sky! Lost! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
Flame!
Back in the groove!
Kick it! Dragon Form! They're attacking separately!
I can't let me hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Arrow Squall!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah! Take it away!
Quiver
Freaking dunk it!
Not today! Dragon Form!
You will
Healing to the
suffer!
wind!
Smash you!
Seal! A freezing Here goes! More with that I'll heal
Nothing
you
gets
all!
by me! Behold my true
Healing
power!
That looks bad.
Wits about you, people.
Eagle Fly!
Hurricane Thrust!
Will this help? Firmament Render!
Hurricane Thrust!
Healing Arrow Squall!
This should do it!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Here!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arm francis! And now, they're fine!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out.
And miss all the fun. No way.
Hurricane Thrust! Try harder!
Piercing roar!
What was I thinking?
I owe you one.
Just what the doctor ordered.
Thanks.
Ray!
Hurricane
Here's a healing
Thrust!
arc!
Tear!
Aid!
Hurricane Thrust!
Ready to
Ignite!
One stick waiting!
No escape!
Reload! Falling
Here I
all
come!
you all!
Tiger
Blade!
Dragon Form! Strike!
Healing strike! Freeze! And raging!
Too much!
Sleep now!
Dragon
Freeze!
Form!
Under the stockpile!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing arc!
I owe you one.
Sleep now! This one is mine!
Devastation!
Under the stockpile!
Tiger Blade!
Damn right! Photon Dent! Blade Meteor!
Dragon Form! Here I come!
Look sharp!
Devastation! Hurricane Thrust! I'm not done!
I never miss!
This one's all mine!
Here, let me
Burn!
help!
Here I come! You're finished! Devastation! Rising Phoenix! Here I come! It's over!
Denied!
Annihilate!
An outstanding
Slash! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm!
Over. Freezing strike!
My turn!
Confiscated!
You're finished!
Healing circle! Better!
Here I come!
Thank you!
Tear! I'm not done!
Marksman hand!
Hurricane Thrust! Take it!
Trusty nail!
Hurricane Thrust!
A new
I'm not
leaf
done!
of blood!
Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
Hey, that...
Tear! Burn in hell!
Photon lightning to
Hurricane Thrust!
Thunder!
In a bind!
Annihilation! Flame! Reload! Photon race! Cascade! Resuscitation!
My strong power! Ready to... Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Tidal wave! Raging cascade! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger Blade!
Wind!
Lightning! Confiscated!
Here I come! Searing Gale! Swallow Blade!
Tiger
Try
Blade!
this!
Annihilation!
Infernal Torrent!
Feel! This one's mine!
Here I come! Dragon Swarm!
You will suffer!
Stardust!
Healing circle!
Hurricane Thrust! Tear!
You require a hand.
Thanks,
Mega
Shion.
ray!
Hurricane Thrust!
Behold,
Burn in hell!
Ready!
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! I'm not done!
Take this!
Tiger Blade!
Hurricane Thrust!
Raging healing circle! In here!
Falling far enough! The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall the
Transcendent calamity! I'm out of
Chaotic
Blade!
Hurricane
Not my watch! Annihilation!
Here I come! Give us this!
I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Dahnan, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Dahnan or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again.
Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
Shion!
Alvin!
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign. After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Live for me.
No. Leori. No! Wait, please. Wait, I... What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. Damn it.
Here I come! Try harder! Piss on! No escape! Eat dirt! Take this! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Shockwave Slash! Dragon Swarm! Ah! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Shockwave Slash! Blow away! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Here I come! Ah! I can't move! Dragon Swarm! It's on! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! Blow away! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! Shockwave Flash! Dragon Swarm! You picked the wrong fight! Dragon Swarm! Slash the shock! Dragon Swarm! Blow away! You're mine! You're finished! Slash the shock! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! Swallow Blade! Dragon Swarm! Slash the shock! Hurricane Thrust! I'm not done! Rising... You're mine! Dragon Swarm! Dragon Swarm! This is looking good! There! Take this! It's over! Dragon Swarm! It's on! Devastation! You picked the wrong fight! Win! You're mine! It's over! Tear! Hurricane Thrust! You're mine! No escape! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! There! You're finished! Severing Wind! Take this! Devastation! Rising... You're mine! You're finished! Here I come! Dragon Swarm! Severing Wind! You're mine! Rising Falcon! Take this! Take this! This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Blow away! I'm not done! Wind! This one's all mine! Rising Falcon! Eat dirt! Here I come! Blow away! You're mine! Severing Wind! Devastation! Slash! Dragon Swarm! Plasma Shock! This should do it! Dragon Swarm! Plasma Shock! Devastation! Tear! Move! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! It's over! Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm! You're mine! You're finished! Dragon Swarm! Raining Slash! You're mine! Right! This one's all mine! Eat dirt! Take this! You're finished! Raining Slash!
Alvin?
Rinwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganeth Heros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
I think Huro senses an owl around here. Speaking of Thistlelim, it's populated by Dan. The whole town was built by Danon defectors. This area's teeming with stray Zeugles, though. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Say, Alphen, it looks like you got your face back.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really? Oh!
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now, I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye on him.
Right. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them when...
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world...
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegis.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dano. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danon?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almeidria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the Spirit Channeling Ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock.
Sara.
Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?
You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intent.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Dahnan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Dahnan for their sovereign in the... And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric. And yet, I'd never even heard... Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes. Or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really?
Well, I'm only estimating based...
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand...
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing... Not to compete over lives lost.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory. So,
All I know is Shion needs our help.
Say, how did you get back down here?
I came down in a Renan starship.
What happened to her?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renan. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given.
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to... She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. A debt left to fester for what?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone, be it several centuries...
What are you saying?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in... Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting. To strive no matter what.
And I was out of line. I had no right to...
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will. The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside, that's all the proof you need to know you're a good... Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But, if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for?
What I've been...
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shion. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not...
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, it's strange. When I think about Lenegis, it still feels like it was only... But then I realized what feels like years was actually...
What about your hometown?
I doubt it. When the Renans... Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone...
Yeah. I have no home to return to. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave. I'd never have met up with you guys.
Have you learned to embrace...
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this... I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the Sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly...
Rinwell.
First it was Shion, then it was me, and now...
Yeah, all this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, poor Shion must be lonely.
Yeah, you're right.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shion or what? What's gotten into you, man?
Do I even have any right to...
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kind of my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't. But here's the thing.
none of that's got anything to do with
I guess.
It's about Naoya. Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere? Fine, I've said my piece.
My power consumed me once already. I can't guarantee...
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to... Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Xion or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has... But there's still so much that I... There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once.
Yeah, I guess you're... Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That... sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be.
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp! People, if we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right. We need to hurry.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Guys checked your equipment lately?
Do you send one of your friends, Hootle? Remember, if the paint's too much...
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others...
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle policy.
Fine by me. Let's get to work here.
Lightning condemned! Are those arms even natural? I'll be saving this one. Sleep now.
Its armor's too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
Dance in the wind! Sleep now.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Cyclone! Blah, blah, blah. Sleep now.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll smash you!
Demon Fang!
It's not us to handle it. In here! More from the stockpile!
Demon Fang!
No further.
Here we go.
Lightning condemned!
Shine.
In here!
Shine. Radiant light.
Divine! I'm good all day!
I really owe you one.
Not the shot!
Raging storm.
Lightning condemned!
I missed the
Thunderblast!
Now I'm real mad!
Magic Kazam! In here! I'll be saving this one!
Resonate with
In
me.
here!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Vanquish
That's like it does it!
Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
Divine!
Alphen, you okay?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home.
The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found. Oh, though in the end...
That won't happen.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I see?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers. It comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me. And left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who... And I won't lose that. Not ever again.
But Xion comes...
Of course. First we rescue Xion. Then we defeat Volron. And liberate Dana. Everyone. Will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb.
Sounds like a plan.
We don't know yet. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exactly fight at the top of your game when you're hungry.
Good point. Let's stop by the inn and plan our next move from there. By the way... Wait. Don't tell me we still haven't...
It's not like we haven't been looking.
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including...
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself...
You mean at the bottom?
We don't know that it... We all washed up on the same shore.
Do you think he might still...
I think strange, whether he's alive or otherwise. We've exhausted all the avenues available to us.
Fine. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the Tyr, but when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
They almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim, they...
Even the weird...
When you live life in constant fear of being...
I suppose that makes sense.
You saw how destitute the village was? They needed...
Of course, a little
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. Something's on your mind.
Of course not! Almeidrea was the one I hated. But ever since getting to know Xion, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almeidrea was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again...
Who said it had...
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's... As for what it means exactly, that... Or don't, if you don't want...
No, you're... And hey...
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the apex predator of these waters. Just watch and see.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves now.
I guess we're having fish for dinner tonight.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Easy peasy. I knew I could handle it. This ice cream tastes so good.
I swear, you're always...
And who made you the food police?
No one. I'm just saying...
Did you really just say that?
Huh? What do you mean? All I'm...
Well, don't be. I can have ice cream whenever I want.
You say that, but you know what...
It's none of your business what I eat or how often.
Arguing over the consumption of a frozen dairy product. Ah, to be young.
Naive might be more accurate.
You sense one of your pals, Hootle?
Gotta break through! Take this! Dark Blade! Clear for us a path! Try this!
Far enough! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
Dragon Switch! I'll save you! Take this! This one keeps you short! Sting us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Lightning contest!
Did you hear it now?
Thunderblade!
You shouldn't have messed with me!
Benediction.
Lightning condemned! In here! More for the stockpile!
Serpent Knuckle!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Lightning condemned! Sleep now!
Things come to an end.
Shield!
Radiant light!
I'll be saving this one!
Burn! Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Hit! Here's a blah blah blah!
Talon
Hit!
Hurricane!
Lightning condemned!
It's over!
Raging Hurricane! Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
There's always room for improvement.
Feels like I'm...
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there...
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me...
It's brutal, all right. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits...
What's needed at times like these?
And where do you
What about you, Alphen? All that gear.
Yeah. I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain...
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't...
Where should I cast my line?
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
All right. She's got a good size to her, all told.
That flapper was a true fighter.
Yeah! Time to try a different spot. Reel it in. that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Time to try a different spot. Time to try a different spot. Yeah. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. There we go. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
You sure know what you're doing.
Yeah. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. All right. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
An opponent like this should be easy.
Lightning condemned! Sleep now. More for the stockpile.
The abyssal deep can't get up.
Simian
Alert magic
I can
is
feel
there.
you where you stand.
Feel. More for the stockpile.
Air pressure. Resonate with the earth.
Not today!
You get to guess.
Stalagmite.
Feel.
Azure Storm!
Divine. Now for something special.
On your knees.
Eternal devastation!
Lightning condemned.
Air pressure.
Sleep now.
Resonate with the earth.
More for the stockpile. Vanquish darkness. Not in your dreams. Illume magic is there.
Stand back.
Here.
I'll pick it up.
More for the stockpile.
Regenerate.
Here goes. Here's another.
On your knees.
Lightning condemned. Feel.
Resonate
More
with
for
the
the
earth.
stockpile.
Rising water!
Divine. Too much to handle.
In the glue.
Finish it!
Soaring.
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis.
A comfortable win.
Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Dance in the wind!
Bestow thy mystic mercy. I'm on. You're mine.
Seal! I'll be saving this one!
Destruction! Crush!
Oh, magic is amp! Seal!
Time to let it rip. Rising light!
Charge like that can easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
And you get rejected. Sleep now. Vanquish darkness!
Here I come!
Another incantation ruined.
Divine! Too much to handle?
Can you take it?
Finish it!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis!
Resonate with the earth.
Raging Cascade!
On your knees. Air pressure.
Here goes!
Soaring right
Lightning condemned! Sleep now.
Allow me to help.
Ready to go! Magic is amp! Holy Land!
Here I come!
Raging
goes.
lunar storm.
Not today!
Lightning condemned!
Demon Fang!
Seal! More power! If I'll not magic!
Flame shine. Radiant light.
Holy
Force
Land!
of
Raging
regeneration.
Cascade! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Dark wind.
Hit!
Begin.
Lightning.
Elusive deity.
Thunderblast!
I can feel my power growing! Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the forest? There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Sleep now.
Regenerate. Allow me to help you. Snake of the abyssal deep. Clear
I don't know where that came from!
Stay away from my friend! Lightning shoot!
From beyond, imbue this vanquish take this!
Demon!
Lightning condemned!
Here I
Begin! Shine! Radiant light! Force of regeneration! Regenerate!
Thanks! Just what I needed!
Destruction! Eternal devastation!
Lightning condemned! sleep now.
Benediction.
More for the stockpile.
Be still!
Divine Savior!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! To me!
What's this? Hitting pile driver!
Lightning condemned!
Could do without this pain.
Benediction light.
More for the stockpile.
Burn! We did it!
Magic condemned! Divine Savior!
This one's mine!
Now I'm in the groove!
Thunderstorm! Demon Tank!
Electric Spark!
Talon
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
We're still standing. Barely.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy.
But what about sheep?
All the more...
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance we wear ourselves out now. Or worse still, get injured.
That's right.
I'm fine. Don't
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while.
A little bit.
So, Alphen, 300 years, huh?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis.
You mean there...
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off they're usually only intended as a temporary solution.
You think he might have been asleep in that
Might this Naor...
What do you mean?
If she's Renan like you say she is.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. I spoke Shion and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, Shion is nearly the perfect image of... Is it merely...
Like I've told...
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, complicated machinery can sometimes break... Sorry for
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was and you were wearing it the whole...
I guess I...
So that's 300 years you were wearing...
The reason he lost
all but a select few strong ones. So deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of
In which case, maybe...
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know. But the dampening effect...
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never...
So he fun.
I really hope Shion's okay.
I get why you're concerned. But if you don't rest when you...
Hell yeah! There's no...
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shion waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself.
Why do you want to know?
Not really. It's just the way you talk. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk," or something like that to pump?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood.
Invoke?
How do I put it?
Astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what...
Kind of. Okay, so if you can...
Wait, you don't really think that.
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where they're...
May lightning condemn those who bear false. Thunderblade!
What are you doing? You almost fried me with...
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Oh, it's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No,
Really?
Cut it out. I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back...
Yeah, of course. You were brought in...
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but...
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight.
Because...
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you forgot.
Come to terms.
Yeah. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our past.
Rinwell.
That's what we're going to climb?
The villagers managed it on their escape from the city. We're going in the opposite direction, but where there's a will...
There's always a way, right? And it looks like we're out of options. Let's grit our teeth and go. Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we... More than that, though. There are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almeidrea. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments, but at least I'm trying to...
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard...
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring.
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion.
Yeah. That long-winded way you have of talking, though?
I think that's more of a person...
Really? In that case, I won't have to...